Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where this time we're taking a look at Ezra Bridger, aka Jabba the Hutt. Just kidding, but if you get the reference, you'll appreciate it. Ezra Bridger, first introduced in Star Wars Rebels. He has finally made his live action debut in the Ahsoka series, kind of continuing on the story from the end of Rebels. And I think Ezra Bridger kind of follows the same character path that Ahsoka does in a way, because he kind of starts off as this really annoying kid. In the first season of Rebels was kind of, I don't want to say bad, but definitely one of the weaker series of Star Wars animation that we've had. And young as Ezra Bridger was a part of it, I did not like his character. I thought he was just an annoying kid. He was like a worse version of the whiny Luke trope. But when it comes to developing characters, the people behind Lucasfilm's animation have proven that they are able to develop child characters into kind of beloved characters to the fan base. And Ezra Bridger is no exception. I mean, watching his development going from this, annoying kid to being a powerful Jedi Knight and someone that is able to overcome confronting darkness and making difficult choices. I think he's one of the better examples of development that we have in Star Wars. Just from coming from that starting point. He goes through the trials and tribulations that a good character is supposed to go through to end up where they are supposed to be. He has to deal with loss, when he loses his master. He has to deal with, the temptation of the power of the dark side and, being able to do things that he wants to do and to be powerful and to change the way the galaxy is. His heart is in the right place, but that can be easily manipulated, and that can be taken into, that can take you into dark areas, and it is a tempting path to the dark side when you have the opportunity for power and you have the opportunity to do things that, can give you the power you need to make changes. But he overcomes all of that, He ultimately resists the dark side, and he ultimately comes face to face with the loss, with losing his family, with losing his master, and understanding that, to be a Jedi, you have to be selfless, and you have to find that balance and be able to sacrifice everything for the people that you love. And I think the climax of his story in Rebels, where he defeats Thrawn just through his pure determination and that kind of Jedi magic of just believing in the Force and believing in the things that are impossible and just making it happen. Even if you have to sacrifice yourself and the things that you care about in a selfish way. Like, I'm sure Ezra would have wanted to be there with Sabine and Hera and Zeb and his whole crew. Like, he wanted to see that through and to see the end of the war through. But he knew that in that moment he had to make a choice, and he made the right choice for a Jedi. So Ezra Bridger, a true Jedi. I'm going to give him a 7.2 out of 10. I can't wait to see what they have in store for his character in the Mandoverse. Now that he is back in the known galaxy, I'm sure that he's going to have a prominent role in the ultimate coming fight against Thrawn. His score does get dinged a little bit because of those early Rebels seasons, and just the fact that his story is incomplete and we've got more to see from him. But I do appreciate the character, and I do think he's one of the better animated characters we've gotten in Star Wars. So yeah, Ezra going to be a 7.2 out of 10. Well, that's all I got for you this time. I appreciate you watching the video. If you like the content, please subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot. And as always, may the Force be with you. Now let's blow up that like button and go home.